So picture this. You're scrolling through your social media feed, right? Maybe grabbing your morning coffee or perhaps some chai, and suddenly, bam, a headline, maybe an image, just stops you. It looks amazing almost. Well, almost too good to be true.
Yeah, that feeling.
And that's exactly what happened recently with this whole story about Dolly Chaiwala and Starbucks India. It just exploded online. So much curiosity, so much buzz.
It really did take off.
Today, that's what we're diving into, this viral phenomena. We've gone through the articles, the official statements, all the online chatter.
Sifting through the noise.
Exactly.
Yep.
To get to the bottom of what really happened or didn't happen between the iconic Nagpur tea vendor and the massive global coffee company, our mission here is simple. Cut through it all and give you the clear, verified facts.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's start with the buzz itself. What was everyone actually talking about?
Right.
The internet was just ablaze. Images, discussions, all suggesting Dolly Chaiwala had become an official brand ambassador for Starbucks India.
Yeah, that was the core claim. A major collaboration.
And people were excited. I mean, you have this beloved street vendor and this huge global brand. It seemed like a really interesting, maybe unexpected partnership.
Well, it got very specific, didn't it? Our look at the online reports, social media trends, it showed how focused the idea became.
How so?
It wasn't just some vague working together idea. The rumor was specifically about Starbucks India. That's Tata Starbucks, the joint venture here, having Dolly Chaiwala. Sunil Patil is his real name.
Wait, Sunil Patil.
Having him as an official brand ambassador or, being in a direct collaboration. To a lot of people scrolling, it looked like a real official marketing campaign was underway.
Felt legitimate.
Exactly.
Okay, before we get to the truth behind that, maybe let's back up slightly. For anyone who doesn't know, who is Dolly Chaiwala?
Good point. So Sunil Patil, known everywhere as Dolly Chaiwala, he's based in Nagpur. And he became, well, sort of an internet sensation, a local hero initially because of his tea making. It's not just making tea, it's his style.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly flamboyant, isn't it? Very theatrical.
Absolutely. It's quite a performance. That's what first got him noticed online.
And then came the really big moment, the one that pushed him into, international view.
The Bill Gates video.
Exactly. Serving tea to Bill Gates. That video went absolutely viral. And it wasn't just, oh, look, Bill Gates is drinking chai. It was Dolly's unique style in that video that really grabbed everyone.
Yeah, that distinct flair, it just captivated people globally. It shows how, authenticity, even theatricality from a street vendor can just resonate worldwide.
It's amazing. A sort of performance art, but with chai.
Totally. And his profile kept rising after that, too. Sources we checked mentioned other big appearances, like being on the reality show Big Boss 18.
Oh. Interesting. So he's definitely cemented himself as a public figure now.
And it's a proper internet celebrity, yeah, built on that unique style.
Incredible journey. From a local vendor to global recognition, which makes the Starbucks story even more intriguing.
Yeah.
But also maybe a bit more surprising when you find out where it came from.
Right. Here's the twist. The origin of this massive rumor, the one that seems so real to so many.
Yeah.
Our sources point pretty clearly to one thing. It started as an April Fool's Day meme joke.
No way. April Fools.
Yep. Apparently, an influencer named Aditya Oza created a photoshopped image, depicting this supposed team-up between Dolly and Starbucks.
Just photoshopped it.
Seems so. And that single fabricated image, it just spread like crazy across social media. And a lot of people took it at face value, genuinely believing it was an official announcement.
Wow. That's kind of scary, actually. How fast a fake image, even one meant as a joke, can just become news.
It really highlights the speed, doesn't it? The sheer speed and scale of how misinformation or even just a joke can travel online and shape what people think is real.
One picture, one joke, and suddenly it's a global conversation. It almost sounds, comical, but the implications are pretty serious when you think about it.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder of digital media's reach. And yeah, I bet fact checkers were working overtime on that one.
I can imagine. So, okay, this rumor takes off. It's based on a joke.
Yeah.
The pressure must have been on Starbucks India to say something.
Definitely. And they did respond pretty clearly, too.
What did they say?
They made it, as you might say, paka ksef. Absolutely clear. They stated Dolly Chaiwala is not their brand ambassador.
Right.
And specifically, quote, have not entered any collaboration with him. No ambiguity there.
And how did they get that message out? Did they just tweet it or?
They used official channels, issued formal statements, particularly noted on their LinkedIn page and other official platforms. They wanted it to be definitive.
Okay, so direct quote.
Yes, the key part reads, Tata Starbucks does not have any official brand ambassadors in India. Specifically, we have not entered any collaboration with Dolly Chaiwala. Crystal clear.
Okay.
And they went a bit further, too. They didn't just deny it. They actually addressed the source. They called out the memes, saying they were creating misleading information.
Ah, so they directly tackled the meme aspect.
Yes, and they stressed their commitment to accuracy and authenticity in how they communicate, basically drawing a very firm line.
So a joke runs wild. Starbucks has to jump in and correct the record. It makes you wonder, beyond just the hassle of correcting it, what does something like this actually mean for a huge brand like Starbucks? Is it just annoying, or is there a real risk when your name gets attached to fake news, even if you didn't cause it?
That's a really important question. I mean, for any major brand, controlling their own story, their narrative, is crucial.
Right.
Even if a collaboration rumor is totally fake, if enough people see it and maybe half believe it for a while, it can subtly, chip away at trust. People might feel confused or misled.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it forces the company onto the back foot. They have to spend time and resources reacting, doing damage control, essentially, instead of focusing on their actual plans. It really just underscores how easily online content, joke or not, can impact a brand's public image.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's quickly wrap up what we've uncovered here. The big takeaway.
Well, the Dolly Chaiwala Starbucks collaboration, despite how widely it spread, it was just a rumor.
Started as an April Fool's joke, specifically a photoshopped meme.
Exactly. And Starbucks themselves came out very clearly, very officially, to deny any such partnership. End of story, factually speaking.
Right.
But maybe the final thought to leave folks with? This whole incident really shines a light on something bigger, doesn't it?
Like what?
Just how quickly something small, even a joke, can snowball into what looks like real news in our super fast, hyper-connected social media world. And it puts the question back on all of us, really. What's our responsibility? How much do we check something before we hit share? And maybe, how do we get better at spotting the difference between real news and, well, a clever bit of digital fakery?
Something definitely worth thinking about next time you see a headline that seems just a little too perfect, right?
Exactly. A little healthy skepticism probably goes a long way.